Welcome to grade 9th biology class. Today we are going to discuss the topic branches of biology, which is mentioned in your book chapter number 1, Introduction to Biology. In this case, first of all, I want to recall your previous knowledge that biology is basically the scientific study of life, and it is divided into three major divisions, which are botany, zoology, and microbiology. And in order to study all the aspects of life, these divisions are further subdivided or divide into different branches, which are discussed here, starting from first one, morphology. Now, what is morphology? First of all, definition. This branch of biology deals with the study of form and structure of organisms. Form and structure of living organisms. मॉर्फोलॉजी के हवाले से अगर हम बात करें तो ये ब्रांच ऐसी ब्रांच है जिसमें हम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स यानी पौधे, जानवर और इंसानों के फॉर्म और स्ट्रक्चर यानी उनकी सूरतें और उनकी बनावट के बारे में स्टडी करते हैं. जैसे मिसाल के तौर पे अगर आपके बॉडी का कोई पार्ट है जिसके बारे में आप जानना चाह रहे हैं तो मॉर्फोलॉजी से ही आपको पता चलेगा कि आपके बॉडी का वो हिस्सा कैसा है, चाहे वो आपके जिस्म का हिस्सा, आपके फेस का कोई हिस्सा हो, जैसे मिसाल के तौर पर कान, नाक, आँख, टांगें, बाजू. All these examples are actually coming in the category of the morphology, and morphology actually related to your physical appearance, कि आप ज़ाहिरी तौर पे कैसे हैं. तो आपकी ज़ाहिरी जितनी भी बनावट है वो आपको अगर किसी स्टडी में मिलती है तो वो मॉर्फोलॉजी. So you can give examples of your own by giving the example of different organs which you can see, which are present externally. So this actually related to the external features of your body. The next branch of the biology is anatomy, which is actually the reversal of morphology. How? Because this is the branch that deals with the study of internal structure of living organisms. If morphology deals with the external structure, then anatomy deals with the study of internal structure of living organisms. Clear? So, some of the examples which we can include here are some of internal organs of your body. For example, kidney, heart, brain. So, study of internal structure or study of internal organ which are related to living organism is known as anatomy. Third branch of biology is called histology. Now, what is the meaning of histology? The word histo comes from tissue. What is the meaning of histo? Tissues. So by the name it is clear, logy means study. So it will simply become histology means study of tissues. Which sort of study? The microscopic study of tissues. Microscopic study of tissues is called histology. Some of the examples of the histology or some tissues which are present in plant as well as in animal are, for example, epidermal tissues in plants, which form the outer surface of plant body. In the similar manner, epithelial tissues which form the external surface of human body or any animal body. So these are first three branches of biology. Now the further branches are being discussed in this way, that the fourth branch, that is cell biology. Cell biology. Now what is cell biology? Actually, the cell biology is related to cell. So we are going to study about cell in the cell biology. Definition is the study of structures. Study of structures. Not only structures but also functions of cells, functions of cell and cell organelles, and cell organelles are studied in the cell biology. Now what are these different type of cells and cell organelles? These different types of cells are plant cells, animal cells, or you can categorize these cells into two important categories of the cells, which are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. In the similar manner, there are some organelles which are also found inside the cell, like mitochondria. Now, what is the related function of mitochondria? It helps in cellular respiration. It helps in the respiring process of cell. Along with it, there is another or different type of organelles which are present in a cell, and another example is ribosomes. In which process ribosomes are involved? So they are performing the formation of protein inside the cell. So they are related to protein synthesis. Our next branch is physiology. Next branch of biology is physiology. It is basically dealing with the study of the function of different parts of living organism. For example, if I'll talk about the kidney, which is the part of human body. What is the function of kidney? It performs the process of excretion for the human body. It removes the excess water and excessive and the nitrogenous material from the body. So in the similar manner, physiology is also dealing with the function of different parts of living organism. In the similar manner, if we talk about the physio, so what is the meaning of physio? So we are actually talking about the internal organs. For example, there are some internal organs as well, like heart, and we can also talk about the physical features of the human body, like eyes, ears, and so many other organs. Now, what are the functions which are associated with the heart? Pumping action. It performs the pumping action. Due to this pumping action of the heart, it supplies blood to all over the body. In the similar manner, there are some physical features of the human body, and they have some role as well. For example, eyes play a role in sight. We can able to see anything in our world with the help of eyes. So the organs which are related to different functions are categorized into physiology. Our next branch of biology is genetics. Now, what is genetics? It is the study of genes, first of all. Study of genes. And what is the role of genes in your body? They actually play very important role in the phenomena, in the process which is called inheritance. What is the meaning of inheritance? Inheritance means the transmission of characters. Transmission of characters from one generation to another. Now, what are these special characters which are actually transmitted from generation to generation? That is from parental generation to the offspring. Actually, these are your some physical features like ear lobes, eye color, hair color, your height, blood groups, and so many other characters which can be transmitted from the parent to the offspring. So these are some of the examples of inheritance or inherited characters which we are going to discuss in genetics, and the genetics is dependent on genes, which are the unit of inheritance. Genes are the units of inheritance. Along with it, you must know that where the genes are present. Genes are actually located inside nucleus on DNA or chromosomes. So they are the part of DNA or chromosomes. Next branch of biology is embryology. Now, embryology word comes from embryo, and embryo actually form from zygote, which is a single cell. So the complete development of zygote into embryo, and then further division of embryo or further division of cells in embryo develops a new individual in the form of man, animal, or plant. Next branch is taxonomy. So here comes the next branch, taxonomy. It's also called taxonomy. Basically, taxonomy is the study that is dealing with the scientific names of organisms along with the classification of organisms into different groups and subgroups. Classification of organisms into different groups and subgroups. So this is the definition of taxonomy. For example, taking the example of scientific name of man, we have a scientific name of man, Homo sapiens. In the similar manner, if we categorize different classification of organism into groups and subgroups, then we have a long list starting from kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. So here we can say that taxonomy is not only suggesting the scientific name, documenting the scientific name of living organism, but also it classifies the organism into groups and subgroups. The next branch is paleontology. Paleontology. This branch deals with the study of fossils. Now, what are fossils? Fossils are the remains of the remaining parts of, remains mean remaining part of organisms. Which organisms? Which are no more now. Which organisms? Which are extinct organisms. So we are here writing extinct. Meaning of extinct organism is that they are now no longer present or found in any area of the world. Example is dinosaurs. Now next branch is environmental biology. Environmental biology. By the name of environmental, it is being clear to us that the branch of biology dealing with the environment of living organism, but not only the environment and living organisms contact, relationship, interaction, but also the effect of living organism, especially man, on the environment is also being studied under this branch. The next branch which we are now going to discuss is sociobiology. Sociobiology. The word socio means social. Social means that the living organism which are living in this society. Especially if we'll talk about the animals. So what is sociobiology? It is a branch dealing with the study of the social behavior. What is this branch about? Social behavior of animals, including humans, which make the societies. Now branch that comes now is called biotechnology, one of the most famous one. One of the most famous branch of the biology because it is dealing with the practical application of living organisms. Practical application of different living organisms in order to make useful substances for the welfare of mankind. So this is the definition of biotechnology, that by applying different method we can use different living organisms, and these living organisms are not only used to make useful substances, but also they are providing us some good techniques related to the production of dairy products like cheese, yogurt, and so many others. Along with it, now I am going to discuss the next branch of biology, which is immunology. Now, word immunology comes from immune, and this immune means the immune system of animals, which is not found in plants. Now, this immune system is basically depending upon the presence of white blood cells or WBCs in our body. If these white blood cells are present in our body, then these cells are actually responsible for protecting our body from different diseases and the germs of different diseases. So actually the immune system of animal defends the body against invading microbes. What is the meaning of invading microbes? Those germs which enter our body and responsible for different sort of diseases. So immunology, the word immunology comes from immune system. Immune system is actually consisting of white blood cells. These white blood cells are responsible for killing germs which are responsible for different type of diseases. And one of the example which is now going on is the coronavirus. coronavirus. If our body is defended against this virus, then, or the WBC is killed during the process of killing germs, if they finally fight with this virus, the corona will be defeated. So this is the branch of biology called immunology. Our upcoming branch is now entomology. Entomology is basically dealing with the study of insects. So insects form the large category of our world. They have the most common one and the largest species of the world, including some of the examples of the insects are honeybee, housefly, and mosquito. You can write some other examples as well. Next branch is pharmacology. Pharmacology. By the name of pharmacology, word pharma means pharmacy, that is related to the drugs and medicines. So it is the study of drugs and their effects on the system of human body, on different systems of human body. Including some of the examples of medicines or drug are aspirin, that is the pain relieving tablet or medicine, along with it Panadol, and some other drugs which are normally coming in the category of addictive drugs are also included in it. But here we will see the therapeutic and the useful effects of these drugs on the system of human body. The next branch of biology is parasitology. Parasitology. Parasitology derives from the word parasites. And what are parasites? These are the organisms that take food and shelter from other living organisms, and in return harm their hosts where they live and get food. Some of the examples of parasites are bacteria, viruses, and one of the most common cause of malaria, that is Plasmodium, which is present in the female mosquito called Anopheles. Next branch of biology is biochemistry. Biochemistry is also called molecular biology. So I'm writing here another name of molecular biology, that is also called biochemistry. Now, what is this branch about? This branch is dealing with study of life molecules or study of molecules of life. And what are these molecules of life? Which form or without which the human body or any body of living organism cannot be possible. They cannot function without these molecules. And these molecules include protein, lipids, fats, carbohydrate, न्यूक्लिक एसिड etc.